So here is one of my controversial opinions in the fitness industry, and that is you really don't need to be doing unilateral based trainings or where you do one arm or one leg at a time in your home workouts. So I personally recommend that you use both arms and both legs in your workout at the same time. Now the main question I'm going to get is, but what if you have an imbalance on one side? And my answer to that is doing both arms and both legs at the same time and going close to failure with the weak side and allowing the strong side to stop at the same time will actually be a better way in evening out your strength in both arms or both legs. So I'll use bicep curls as an example. My right arm is stronger than my left arm as I am a righty. So how I would train this is I would actually take, we'll just use dumbbells to keep it simple. You can use whatever you want, but I'm going to use dumbbells. And they're going to be the same weight, so say like 30-pound dumbbells. When I'm doing the reps, I'm going to go until my left side or weak side actually reaches its failure point. And once it does, I'm also going to stop the set with my strong side. Now, as I do this over time, eventually my weak side will catch up to my strong side as my strong side isn't really getting stronger, it's just staying where it's at, where my weak side is catching up to it to even out the strength on both sides. Then, once they're both about the same strength and size, I can then enhance both and try and push them further and further. But if you do this with unilateral training, you could end up actually creating more imbalances depending on how you did the reps. Hopefully you're doing them in good form. And if you're doing multiple sets and things of that nature, and you're not doing the same thing with the other side, again, you may find that you actually end up getting an imbalance on the opposite side after doing it for a while. So that is why I recommend that you actually kind of slow down the strong side and allow the weak side to catch up by just doing both arms at the same time. Also, this is going to drastically cut down your workout time as you don't have to have one arm then the other. Yes, you could do something like alternating, but that still takes longer than just doing both arms at the same time in this bicep curl example. Now, with that said, there is a time to use unilateral training, and for me, it's mostly going to be with the lower body, so I'll use that as an example, and the example I'm going to do is with suitcase squats. Now, I'm going to stick with dumbbells just to keep it easy, but here we go. So for suitcase squats, I have 50-pound dumbbells. I actually have 80, but we're going to go with the max I have is 50. So once I reach that max, which I can do for 10 plus reps, what I'll want to do now is in order to get progressive overload from there, I'd actually have to go to one leg and do something like split squats. So again, I want to make sure I can keep the weight I have and go as far as I can with that weight before having to buy new ones. So I'd actually do split squats, so one leg at a time, in order to use both weights on the one leg to keep going and getting stronger with my lower body. This would be true for the upper body, but I find it happens more so for the lower body. I'd be doing suitcase squats until I reach my max weight of 50 pounds. Then once I can do that for the max amount of reps for my sets, I would then move over to split squats, and then again, I'd use both weights on that leg until I reach the max weight I have, in which case from there, I would have to buy more weight to continue progressing further and further. So that is one of the only times I would really need to ever do unilateral training. But again, I have weights that go pretty high. I also have resistance bands. So I have other means where I can do the workouts. But if you're just stuck with like 50 pounds or the dumbbells you have aren't enough, then of course, do unilateral training, especially again with the lower body, until you need to upgrade and buy heavier sets.